My name is Avery Jost, Avery Rose Jost. I'm a senior, and I'm studying agricultural leadership and religious studies.
And religious studies.
Yes,
Okay.
it's my minor.
All right, I got the right person here. All right, this is great.
I don't know about that.
So, senior. So you've been here a while. You're senior in campus. Tell me some of the struggles that you've come across in your faith life in college life.
Yeah, actually one specific I would say to St. Mary's was coming in from such a small town to such like a large campus was just like a lot for me. And so my freshman year, I really only came for Sunday Mass and Thursday night for John 15, our freshman ministry.
Yeah.
And that was it, because I was like, why would I be here otherwise? Like, what's
else
the
is there to do?
hype? Yeah, what's going on? Because it was just a lot. Like, I had never been to Catholic school, like, had been to Act Retreat and things, but just didn't know that there's 17,000 people that come here, and you can walk through the halls and maybe know someone, but often you don't. And yeah, that was a real, like, from where I grew up, a real transition for me freshman year. Yeah.
Okay, so then how did St. Mary's help you with those struggles? How did you overcome those?
Yeah.
Or continuing to overcome them, maybe.
I think it was more Jesus through St. Mary's, of course, but I was a group leader in John 15, so I was in a freshman small group, applied to be a group leader, like 5 minutes past the extended deadline, so I was like, not going to do it. Apply, end up doing it. One of the requirements is 20 minutes of prayer a day as a group leader.
Okay.
And I just didn't know what daily prayer, like I just had no idea. And so I like walked into the chapel. We have adoration here all day, basically every day, not the weekend, but a lot of the time. And I just walked in and I was like, all right, guess I'll do 20 minutes. I just remember sitting down like, all right, what to do? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And over time, I just like came back because I'm praying because I'm a group leader.
Right.
And yeah, he just like encountered me in a real way in that semester. And then I got involved more, and I kind of started to make friends here that I could recognize. And I was in John 15, which is a huge ministry. So I was like knowing more people, building friendship, and my prayer life, my heart was expanding. So it makes sense that, it became not such a big place. And it happens.
It got a lot smaller.
It did. And I was like, wow, I understand why people are here all the time.
Kind of reminds you of home a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's great. So St. Mary's is, or especially College Station here, is becoming quickly known as a vocation machine. I mean, we're cranking out priests and nuns like crazy. What's the secret? What's Father putting in the holy water?
Some say the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the communion wine.
I don't know.
Or the incense. What are we smelling here?
Yeah. I was thinking about this question, and I just think there's no like real way to measure success in ministry. Like, sure, if you have 30 priests or 30 sisters or whatever, that shows some sort of goodness underlying happening, but it's really hard to measure the level of someone's relationship with Jesus. They're striving for sanctity and for holiness. It's hard to measure. So to kind of measure it, I think something in this community is the rich prayer life. Like, you just become plugged into these organizations that really push, like, hey, prayer is the essence of your life. Like, if you haven't tried it out, that's okay. And we have like discipleship organizations that kind of have a chain of people to walk with you. So when you're a freshman, you're walked with by a sophomore. Usually sophomore is walked with by a junior, and people who have kind of run where you're walking.
Yeah.
And that helps so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Enter into my life, not just like, let me sit down and tell you this about the Catholic Church or about the Bible, but it's like, enter into my life and see that I live differently, and my heart has been actually like transformed here. And yeah, I mean, there's no like secret why that leads to religious vocations and beautiful marriages.
I was about to say, we're picking on the priests and the nuns about as far as vocations wise, but you know, every solid person that comes out of here, solid, you know, in their faith, is going to be a solid husband. It's going to be a solid wife.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're going to bring up solid kids. So that's beautiful vocation as well.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's the interior.
yeah,
This place looks at the heart,
yeah.
and yeah, that's what does it.
So Catholicism and College Station at Texas A&M have a lot in common as far as holding on to a lot of traditions. Has St. Mary's become a Aggie tradition, especially among Catholic Aggies?
I think the ones that will wear your Aggie Catholic shirt or you have your Aggie Catholic sticker on your car or things like that, people who have really had a powerful experience here, they would say, yes, of course, I can't go to A&M without experiencing St. Mary's. But there's 17,000 people that come to Mass on the weekend, and we don't have 17,000 people at a John 15 meeting on Thursday. So, you know, I feel like there's the people you ask here, they're going to say yes because generally pretty involved.
Because they're here.
In St. Mary's, right.
Yeah.
But if you were to ask a Catholic that maybe just hasn't experienced much life in this place specifically, it might be different. For me, I mean, my entire life has been changed by this place. So yes, I would say it's part of it, but I guess that could differ.
It will continue to be.
I hope it is. That's the hope, that it would be.
Well, some of the answers that we've gotten today have been, you know, I went because my brothers and sisters were already here, and they came through. Some of them have even said, I came for St. Mary's. I came to A&M for St. Mary's. So, and if that keeps expanding, you know, they have families, and it'll be hopefully be the same way with that. It won't be long before all 17,000 will be, have to build a bigger church.
Multiplied, yeah. Actually, lots of my friends have siblings this year.
Okay.
That you kind of like, hey, come on, you want to come here, and
join this,
right.
join that. Yeah.
And then it's already kind of paved the way, and you're just like, hey, here's my friends. This is what I do.
So is it that simple to get involved in some of these organizations? Just a little bit of, hey, why don't you just come on in?
Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, we meet on Thursday. You should come check it out.
Yeah.
And then, boom, put in a small group, and hopefully it's good.
That's the end of it right there. That's all downhill from there. No, uphill. It's all uphill in a good way. Yeah.
And in his timing, too. Like, my freshman year, I just wasn't super involved, and it just took me time, and I think that was necessary.
Absolutely. It's all in his timing. And he always has a plan. So whatever thing we are going through right now, you never know what it's going to lead to later. We've been talking a lot of stories about ourselves here today, and those little God moments, or there was a book called Godcidences. You know, those little things that he puts out there is like, what's he going to do with that?
Yeah.
So final question, what's St. Mary's mean to you?
How much time do you have?
I love that answer already.
Yes, it's the place, but it's also the person that makes the place.
Yeah.
Like
the people.
Jesus and
him specifically.
and the people.
That guy?
Like he has. This place is beautiful for a reason because the people let him make them what they are. It's not self-seeking, and it's like continual process of that like interior transformation that makes this place. People say it like we come and we can feel there's just like a real depth here and a richness to life that's like lived fully on a campus, but separate from the way a college view might look in the secular world. So yeah, it's the place, but it's the people in the place that over time have just let grace do the work of grace, and it's just nothing we can really like claim. It's just what he's done.
Amen. How can you come up with a better answer than that? Holy cow. You're giving me chills over here. It's like, dang. Man, I don't know how to top that one. So.